Newman Village, 326 housing units, designed and constructed to the Department of Defense Spirit Gold environmental standards. Newman Village, roads, utilities, landscaping, a historical site, play areas, and jogging trails. Newman Village, a great place to call home. The motto of Installation Management Command is, "We are the Army's home." Here to speak about the Army's newest home is Ms. Kathleen Marin, Director of Installation Management Command Europe.
First of all, happy 237th birthday to the Army. What a great day for a celebration. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, our valued German hosts. In particular, of course, I want to thank General Hertling, Staatssekretär Herr Weinmeister, Oberbürgermeister Herr Müller, and the Colonel Parsons, of course, and the family of Dr. Thomas Grohr. Thank you for being here especially. And I want to do a shout out, of course, to Mission Command Center. How are you guys doing? I hope you're enjoying your morning also. I'm honored to join you all here today as we begin a chapter in the Wiesbaden American story, one that has its legendary roots in cooperation right here at this very airfield, 64 years ago this month. It was June 26, 1948, and the future of Germany was in the balance between authoritarian rule and freedom as Stalin attempted to cut off Berlin. It was the first major crisis of the Cold War, and the future looked bleak as the Berlin airlift began. Yet, here we are today in a unified Germany, a prosperous Wiesbaden, and opening a brand new community of homes made possible by a firm commitment to German-American cooperation. We have our forefathers to thank for this opportunity and ourselves to make worthy of their sacrifice. With the opening of the Newman Housing Village, we are not just opening better quality housing, we are reaffirming a choice to remain strong partners with our German hosts, not only today, but in the future. As the Installation Management Command Europe Director, I don't see these as houses. I see them as homes. Homes to soldiers like Sergeant Robert Tickle and his wife Catherine, and to their children Jordan, Riley, and Matthew, who I understand have all picked out their rooms already in this beautiful house. I see homes where soldiers and their families will experience all of those firsts that we all cherish and we defend. Bringing home a first-born child, a first birthday party, a child's first steps, their first day of school, a family's first visit to the Wiesbaden Christmas market, the first steps to college, a new job, or even retirement. And, Sergeant Tickle, I want to remind you, even maybe a first date. Although, parents be warned, no, little Jordan, when she gets older. Did you know that Priscilla Ann Wagner was a military child living here in the Wiesbaden community when she first met Elvis Presley? So you better watch out. And did you know that military child and actress Reese Witherspoon, as well as sports hero Shaquille O'Neal, they called Wiesbaden home, and tennis legend John McEnroe was actually born right here in the Wiesbaden Hospital and called Wiesbaden home. Just like these before us, another generation of Americans will look back on their time in Germany with great fondness and always know Wiesbaden was their home away from home. What better tribute to the sacrifice of those before us than the gift of transatlantic solidarity in support of both of our democracies? Whether we are preserving our shared heritage sites like those of the Roman wells and the Celtic artifacts that I hope you'll visit at the end of the street, or preserving our shared environment, or reducing carbon emissions by 235 tons annually with OCO profit, we will remain good neighbors. I want to thank all of you for making today possible, for helping provide America's next generation with a home befitting all of their sacrifices. sacrifices that ensure that we may all cherish our own firsts with peace of mind. Let me remind us all that MCOM garrisons exist for one reason and one reason only, and that is to support mission commanders, service members, and their families. Years from now, the measure of our success will be when a soldier and a family reflect on their time here, and they say with pride that we were true to America's promise, that we are America's Army's home. Thank you, support and defend, and especially welcome home.
Partners and members of the Wiesbaden community, GutenMorgen. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Europe District, is the military construction agent responsible for design and construction of major military facilities for U.S. forces in Europe. In partnership with the German Ministry of Construction and the Bauamter, we have a long history of delivering state-of-the-art projects across Germany. On behalf of the entire Corps of Engineers, I'm pleased to join you today as we open Newman Village housing area, marking the transformation of the Wiesbaden community. This project would not be possible without the teamwork and dedication of the Wiesbaden Garrison, MCOM-E, Hessische Baumanagement West, General Contractors Züblin and Hermanns, and our USACE project delivery team. We are all proud members of a larger team helping to provide solutions to the garrisons and improve the quality of life for our soldiers and their families. Our team delivered 326 housing units with a tight 2-year vertical construction schedule. During the course of the project, we were able to increase the scope of the housing area 13% from an original 286 homes to the present 326. Our team successfully met the original project completion date despite changes and challenges presented. Newman Village housing area is leading edge for sustainability and will exceed strict German energy standards, using almost 50% less primary energy than permittable, and meeting U.S. Spirit and German NF 2009 ratings. The energy-saving solutions integrated into the housing area will assist the garrison in reducing energy consumption and safeguarding our precious natural resources. We are delighted to have been part of the team delivering first-class housing in this neighborhood on schedule, within budget, and safely. To our many partners, thank you. Ich möchte bei unseren Partner ganz herzlich bedanken. We are building strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and great pleasure to speak to you today on the occasion of the grand opening of the Newman Village housing area. In my function as head of department of the Hessian Ministry of Finance, I'm responsible for the Hessian construction management. But right at the beginning, I first and foremost would like to address and welcome the persons who are today here, the most important ones. It's you, dear Sergeant Tickle, your wife Catherine, and your 3 children, Jordan, Riley, and Matthew, 10, 8, and 6 years old. Today your family stands for all the families who will feel at home here at the Newman Village housing in years to come. You are going to move from Mannheim to Wiesbaden, from the federal state of Rheinland-Pfalz to the federal state of Hessen. So first of all, I wish you to cordially welcome you. Ladies and gentlemen, today I represent the building department of the state of Hessen, the architects and the builders. The US Armed Forces and the Federal Republic of Germany have commissioned the building works. The experts of the Hessian Construction Management, HBM, under the guidance of Director Thomas Platte, planned and realized the new housing area. These premises here have seen many changes over the last 3 years. 326 houses were erected, including the entire infrastructure. At times, up to 450 construction workers have been on the site and at the same time. To manage such a big construction site, this is just an exciting job as to conduct a huge orchestra. Many individual voices shall finally unite in harmonious concert. Traffic planners, technical engineers, even archaeologists, all disciplines want to be and should be integrated. Many engineers, architects contributed their expert knowledge. Eventually, the highly efficient building companies Züblin and Hermanns and their workers fully realized the plans. While coordinating the works, the Hessian construction management HBM could always rely on the excellent cooperation with their American engineering colleagues of the EUD. Equally valuable was the support rendered by the US garrison Wiesbaden under its respective commanders and the TSMO, Transformation Stationing Management Office. US, Americans, and the Germans cooperated very well hand in hand. And all the builders had three goals: to deliver high quality, to keep the given deadline, and to keep the budget. As for the deadline, everything should be completed by the date of moving the US headquarters from Heidelberg to Wiesbaden. We've met this goal, as we can see. We have also kept the budget, but however, the most important outcome is to have created a living environment which meets high urban and design quality standards, integrating many trees, green spaces, and sports areas, as well as creatively equipped playgrounds. I would like to thank all of those very warmly who contributed to the construction of this beautiful housing area. And dear Tickle family, from now on, Newman Village will be home to you. You may look forward to living in your new home. The architects and the builders did their best to make you feel comfortable, as you can see. Here you can feel right at home. I wish you a very happy time here in Wiesbaden and in the federal state of Hessen. Thanks for your attention.
I'd like to ask the following individuals to join us up front for the cutting of the ribbon. Director of Hessische Baumanagement, HBM, Herr Thomas Platte. Commander of the United States Army Corps of Engineers, Europe District, Colonel Pete Hemlinger. Wiesbaden Lord Mayor, Dr. Helmut Müller. The Director of IMCOM Europe, Ms. Kathleen Marin. The Commander of U.S. Army Garrison Wiesbaden, Colonel Dave Karstens. Herr Jens Locker from the construction firm Hermanns. And Herr Frank Opladen from the construction firm Züblin. We will now cut the ribbon. The key will now be passed to the Tickle family. To demonstrate the long chain of effort and cooperation that led to this day, the key will be passed to the Tickle family by the organizations instrumental in building this home. Züblin General Contractors will pass the key to HBM. HBM will pass the key to the United States Army Corps of Engineers. The United States Army Corps of Engineers will pass the key to U.S. Army Garrison Wiesbaden. U.S. Army Garrison Wiesbaden will pass the key to the occupants of the home, Sergeant Tickle and his family. Let's give a hand to the first family in Newman Village. Sergeant and Mrs. Tickle, we have one last presentation for you today. We know you'll enjoy your new home because you will find that the hospitality here in the Rheingau is unparalleled. To demonstrate this famous hospitality, the city of Wiesbaden has brought a true celebrity to welcome you in style. Wiesbaden's wine queen, Frau Daniela Maus. Frau Maus has come to present to you bread that your home may always be prosperous, salt that your lives may always have flavor, and a taste of the region, Rheingau wine, that your new home may be full of merriment. Thank you, Frau Maus.
Today, Dr. Thomas Brauer's family, his parents and his wife and his child. For those of you who are seeing, you can look in your program. Dr. Brauer was a German soldier, a German doctor who deployed to Afghanistan and was killed in April of 2010. And as you'll see in your program, we've named one of the streets here in Newman Village after Dr. Brauer. So thank you for being with us as well.